thing about old houses is nothing, well, even in new houses, nothing's square, nothing's plumb, nothing's level. Measure twice, cut once, and even 3 times better measure. Sometimes you start thinking about having to poop and measure it twice. Let's cut this. As I was saying, outside nothing's square, nothing's level. So what I had to do is come through here and get me a nice level line. And again, just to show you, I've got 2 lines because my first line, I double checked it and I was wrong by 1/4 of an inch. So I checked it twice just to make sure I wasn't making a mistake. And I did. So the floor is out of level. This is level. So I'm working off of that point down. And that's how I got my dimensions for this piece. So I've cut the bottom out of square. I've got a level line coming down here where my cabinet is going to stop. And I'm 1/8 of an inch roughly below that line to allow for any shimming that's going to have to happen. That line will be the bottom of my counter once it goes back up. And actually, this wasn't installed correctly before. The mirror is out of level, so I'm going to end up pulling the mirror off because we're going to go ahead and put a border around it. Pull the mirror off, and once all this is in the way it should be, I'm going to set the mirror back down on the backsplash. That's that. I'll shut up and let's get it on. Okay, so just a few hours later, and let me show you what we got done. Not a lot, but some. First things first, you can see where we got this stuff leveled out and patched up so that we don't have any jagged edges. And I still need to put some right here, looks like I forgot. And did this so it nice smooth transitions. We got all the beadboard on. We have a corner cap, an inside cap, we got a chair rail coming across. So that's on, that's on, that's on. This was quite the project over here. Just getting all that cabinet back in where it needed to be, and we're gonna paint the trim on the mirror like we did on this one. Put a 2-inch border all the way around it, put it back up. I got to pull this piece of board out, replace that. Sure sounds like a lot. Sand all this. Started putting new trim and beadboard in the bathroom. So you got new base trim, beadboard, it'll get a chair rail, and then we're actually gonna do some more mudding and sanding on that, and we're talking like maybe we might put some crown molding up here. That right?
Sure is.
I've got to go in town, and I've got a tattoo appointment at 6 o'clock. It's actually kind of upsetting. I just recently found out that the guy that does my tattoo work is actually going to be moving, and I don't think you guys have really seen my back, but we're just a few sessions in and we've got quite a long haul, so it's imperative to get this taken care of before he moves. for me anyway. I don't want to be walking around with a half-dead tattoo. I've done as much damage as I can do for one day.
Okay, alright, and I'll see you tomorrow.
You might see me later.
Okay.
I gotta come back out and get the boys.
Okay, alright.
Fellers, see you later. See you, Shaky. You just sit down there and shake, okay? Yep, there you go. Good job. Alright, well, we just got to my mom's. She was kind enough to watch the children's for me while I was getting drilled. Hi, Michael. It's a lot of leg. It's a lot of.
Bug Eyes just scored.
It's a lot of leg you're showing. Goodness gracious. Here is here's me. I'm not sure how old, probably 4 or 5, something like that. Same age. That looks like the same day, actually. I'm gonna embarrass my dad. What's up, cool hand Luke?
Sorry.
I know you're gonna watch this. Where's your mustache or your beard and your gray hair? Where's it all at?
You better be careful.
Here's one of me and when I was a beebit. See, beard. There you go. Me and my brother when I was a beebit. Check this out. Who's that handsome devil with the chin strap? Daggone. And I got hair, people. Holy hairball. And pimples. My grandpa, back when he had the stash, sometimes in 1991, you want to eat a sandwich on a rock and drink Coke and have a mustache. So you do it. Me and Josh taking a nap. Alright guys, so I am at Grandma's. We are getting ready to end the vlog, but before I do that, I wanted to ask you a question. I was reading a comment from Teabag King 80. And I thought about it a lot before, and I've just never done it. Would you guys, and just let me know in the comments below, would you like to see more of me at work? Probably the GoPro just attached to wherever I'm at, and just little bits and pieces while I'm at work. I haven't really done that. Let me know about that. And I think that's it. I am going to get back to work, and get this Sunday going. I'm going to shut up. I'll see you guys next time.